Only intensifying as the teams
Welcome back, guys, to TV Sports 27, second half of this Thursday night showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. If you have missed it, make sure you check out part 1 on YouTube or at Patreon at patreon.com/TV Sports 27. It's been a bit of a defensive fight. You got 17 points on the board, but you're in the rain. Quinn Ewers has been having some trouble getting time in the pocket. It's been collapsing on him a little bit. And it's been tough to move the ball. Just 7 points on the board after what was a high-scoring shootout a week ago. You can see just barely over 200 yards between the two teams. We'll see what happens. Any those famous halftime adjustments can be made. We'll see what happens here. TV Sports 27. Subscribe. Patreon.com. TV Sports 27.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go once more with Brooks. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the ground, they go with Brooks. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They'll motion over Thielen. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will get out in front 17-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Carry now for Brooks. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one complete to Lee Gettin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Sly's kick is good. And the Panthers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. From the gun, here's Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. Taking off. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll toss it here to Achane. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Tight end going in motion here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll look to throw yet again. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The rookie from Texas orchestrating things well. It is a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. A run with Brooks. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. The tackle made at the 47-yard line brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that is incomplete.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He finds Likely, his tight end. And the Panthers have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. A gain of 11 there, and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to keep it himself. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Ready.
Tua now on first down. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Hill brought in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense.
Now it is first and goal.
Ready, set. Out.
A shotgun snap for Tua. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. Here's second down. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. To the air now on first and 10. To the tight end, likely.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That one taken in right side by Leggett. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Tua to take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one.
44, ready.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.